a gay marriage debate. It's not about marriage, it's about sex, and that proves it. Sex and marriage, as some of you may know, are not the same thing. When you end a marriage, you don't give the sex back, do you? You sign a piece of paper, and from what I understand, no longer own a crock pot. Sign a piece of paper to get into a marriage, sign a piece of paper to get out of a marriage. So what's marriage? It's a legal contract. So what are we saying in the whole gay marriage debate? America doesn't trust gay people to sign contracts. And all I'm humbly saying is if you're gay, take advantage. Take out a credit card tomorrow and just run it up. And when they go, you have to pay for this, you go, oh, I'd like to. So you can see that's a contract. And I'm all, oh. I don't think that's pleasurable to anybody. Just, give me the old toothbrush. Just give it there. I've never been with a dude. I dated one once, but it was an accident. So, this is true. This happened here in Cincinnati. It really did. My first job out of college, I moved here. I got a job at a bookstore. And after about a month of working at this bookstore, this guy I worked with came up one day, and he goes, hey, I make really good chicken. You should go over for dinner sometime. I'm thinking, sweet, free dinner. And yes, I know now, but like I said, I grew up in a small town, and they taught me that chicken is some kind of weird-ass recruitment process. In case you're wondering, the chicken, phenomenal. Post-chicken, super awkward. We get done eating, and it's still normal, and we're sitting on like 2 different couches, and I was trying to be polite, and I said something to the effect of like, oh, that was wonderful chicken, and then for whatever reason, he took that as his go move. And I'm not super smart, but he like gets off his couch and starts moving towards me, and that's kind of why I was like, and like just offended. Like, I mean, you know, it's one thing to think I'm gay, but I'm not easy. You know what I mean? Like, just chicken, you make a side dish, make some rice or something, you lazy bastard. You know? Nobody's bus stop hoe.
Oh my God.
I suck at all relationships. I'm newly single for the 8 millionth time in my adulthood, which is fine, thank you. Voice in the darkness. It's fine. The thing I don't like though is you break up and there's questions. And my least favorite, by the way, is whenever someone goes, well, did it end well? No, I said breakup. Did you hear Carnival or some shit? Like what? Don't be that person, okay? All relationships end badly. I don't care what relationship you're in right now. It's going to end badly. Hello, awkward silence. Of couples looking at each other going, not us, we're happy. Well, guess what, ass clown? One of you's dying first. So, there's... Oh, look at me on a plane holding hands while it hits a mountain. That's not happening. It's not even if you're on the same plane in the same plane crash. You know at the moment the pilot realizes he's going to hit the mountain and he gets on the intercom to let you know that, that's about 5 seconds before one of you just turns to the other and goes, oh, we had to go to Denver, didn't we? Well, you're freaking flyer miles in hell. So I'm not bitter. That's my point. I'm not really, it's fine. There's benefits to ending a relationship. Every time I end a relationship, I lose weight, which is awesome. I don't know what it is, but something in my body suddenly realizes, like, look, somebody new's gonna see this naked in the floor model. Let's do some shit about that. You know? I lost 40 pounds after my last break. I got 40 pounds. And then I saw a friend, thank you again. I saw a friend, and I hadn't seen him in years, and he goes, wow, man, you've lost weight. And I go, yeah, I broke up with someone. He goes, yeah, it's not it. He goes, you sure you don't have AIDS? What? God, I hope not, right? How awful would that be? You know what I mean? Spend all those hours in the gym and then find out you would have just lost the weight anyways? Such a time management waste, really. I don't have AIDS, P.S. And they were like, what is Physically, I'm fine. Mentally, I'm worried. I'm out of brain cells, it turns out. I'm to wherever you get when you can't remember. Like, I meet people and they're like, hi, my name's, and I go, yeah, don't fucking bother. I'm already dead. Scarier still is what I've done, what all of us do with our brain. Because you're given, when you're born, you're given a completely blank brain, right? You just have one cell that's like, hey asshole, don't forget to breathe. That's it, that's all you have. The rest is just vast potential, just waiting to be used. Potential most of us use to remember important things like Mr. T doesn't care for fools. Very few of us do good things with our brain. Even the things you were supposed to use. Math, right? I'm good at math. When I was in high school, I took the SATs, and I missed one question on math. And that's what someone did when I did that. They go, ooh, that's going to serve you well for the rest of your life. Ta-da! I mean, don't get me wrong, there's moments math helps. Last winter, a pipe burst in my kitchen, and using the radius and height of the bucket, I could give the exact volume of water coming out of my wall. What I could not do was stop the water from coming out of my wall. Should have used a brain cell for plumbing. But I'll never learn a skill like plumbing. There's no room left. I used all the brain cells and whatever extra ones I had, I drank away in my early 20s. Because as we all know, drinking kills brain cells in two ways. The alcohol itself kills some of your brain cells, and then the rest of your brain cells, here's the conversations you're having, fall through. And they kill themselves. I don't know anything anymore. I don't know how much money I have. No idea. Because I can't remember my bank internet password. Maybe some of my friends from Chase are laughing, going, you like yourselves, that's important. You're fine company. You technically own my car right now. So, but that's the thing, if you're big, you're probably, if you work in banking, you're going, well, just answer the security questions. Well, I don't remember that shit either. It's always some question about your family. It's like, what's your father's middle name? And I'm like, why would I ever know that? I made it up the first time you had me fill this shit out. It's not Mortimer. We know that now. That's all it is. And see, I'll never remember that. I don't know that. But I'll always remember the drunken nights. That's what saturates the brain cells, right? The glassy-eyed conversations. I remember this. I was out, this is like 2 years ago now. I'm out with a friend. And he goes, hey man, what group of people do you think has the most stereotypes about them? Because that's fun. And so I look back at him and I go, pedophiles. And judging by awkward silence number 2, I'm right. See what happened to this whole room? I just said that word and all these thoughts rush forth in your head, all these assumptions, right? Most specifically, people assume if someone's a pedophile, that's all they do all day. Right? Just walking around doing pedophile shit. That's the definition of a stereotype. And it's incorrect. Pedophiles have to have jobs. You think vans and candy just fall out of the sky? Not this economy. P.S. That's a joke. In case I wasn't sent here by some pedophile organization. Let's see what happens. Spread the word. That's not how shows. Generally. Just like you. If you want to know the truth, if you want honesty in your comedy, I'm the same as you. I hear the same stories about pedophiles on the news that you do, and I have the same reaction. I just sit there and go, oh, how could you do that? Like, I don't even like being in the vicinity of children, let alone that close to me. I hate kids. And if you're sitting there going, does he mean my kids? Fuck yes, he does. Probably specifically. And this is weird. See, I've said that for a while. I've said I hate kids, and I learned something new about myself because you grow as a person. As much as I hate kids, it turns out if I see a crying child, it breaks my heart. Which is the weirdest thing. I was in a mall, and I'm walking into this store, judging by what I'm wearing, probably Claire's boutique. But, it wasn't, but it looked like that threw up on me. That's all it is. Anyways, I'm walking into this store, and there's a kid crying in the front of it, and I don't know what came over me, but I was like sad. Like I wanted to go up to him and like be like, "It's cool, buddy. It's gonna eventually get even worse. So enjoy it. You don't have a gas bill yet. Enjoy the shit." I don't know what it is. Crying, because normally the thing is with me, if I walk into a store and I see any kid, I'm just like, you know what? Whatever I need, I can just fucking order it. I don't need to be here. Right? But a crying child just breaks my heart. I see a crying kid, it just breaks my heart. You know, unless it's a fat kid, and then fuck that kid. Probably your fault anyways. Eat your feelings, fatty, eat them. I also hate that that's true. So I said I was single. Thoughts like that last joke kind of explained it. I'm actually divorced as of 2 years ago, and it's fine. It was 2 years ago. We'd seen the show a year and a half ago. I'm a little fucking angry. But, because the key to anything in life is just to find the bright side, right? There's a bright side to being divorced. I never answer anybody's relationship questions ever anymore. Because people just come up to me and they're like, what do you think this means? And I'm like, why are you asking me? There are legal documents proving I don't know what I'm doing. Check a reference, idiot. So we were together, that was 2 years ago, then I got a girlfriend, and we broke up recently, so I'm like single, really single for the first time in like 6 years, which again is fine, but it's not, guys have that hacky, like I've had guys go like, well that's, how awesome is that, not having a woman tell you what to do. Not that awesome. I'm kind of dumb. I need someone to tell me what to do. Yeah, it turns out, believe it or not, I need someone to go, don't super glue pictures to the wall, we rent. It's the thing, you don't want to admit you're dependent on someone, but when you've lived with someone for so long, there's just things you never knew you had to do, right? And just new things you have to learn that they used to do for you. For example, here's something I learned. Did you guys know you had to buy salt? I've never bought salt my entire life. Apparently I just thought it came with apartments or some shit. Because that's the thing, it's mostly cooking are the things I've learned. It's mostly, like, I'm a good cook, but I never had to buy salt. I never had to defrost meat. Apparently I wasn't even dating women, I just had fucking sous chefs, basically. I learned how to defrost meat. I was trying to make a chicken burrito, and all I had was frozen chicken. So gentlemen, if you want to learn how to defrost meat, here's a sweet recipe. Start with frozen chicken. Put it in the microwave. Pull out half raw, half cooked chicken. Go buy a chicken burrito. I've learned to have a lot of pretend relationships. I started doing that. Okay, got weird here again. Let me explain. It's not odd. Let me explain. Here's what I do. Okay, if I'm sitting next to a woman I don't know for longer than 20 minutes, in my head, we just start dating. Again, not weird, I said dating, alright? We're going for dinner. I'm buying you sushi. I'm calling you the next day. You're not calling me back. Who's that dude on your Facebook page? You know what I mean. The point is, this happens a lot at the gym. Because you're on a treadmill, there's someone on the treadmill next to you, why not make a love connection, right? Well, a couple months back, a woman on the treadmill next to me had Tourette's. It was as awesome as you thought it might be. Right? Because I'm expected, I've got headphones on, I need to hear go on the treadmill, and then louder than Peter